Where is D.R. Horton's PR team? Because the homeowners on TikTok are eating y'all up.
About a year and a half ago, I bought a brand new house. Little did I know how it would ruin my life.
Frame, bricks. That's what's holding the wall in place. Loose stone. Yep. We didn't even try.
Yo, what's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Michael, aka Mr. Drake Visions, and I am your credit CEO, back at it with another one. So you seen the title, you seen the thumbnail. We're gonna be talking about new built homes. So without further ado, let's get into it.
Where is D.R. Horton's PR team? Because the homeowners on TikTok are eating y'all up. I'm still in the pay off your debts phase of life. Okay, I'm in my let me get my adulthood together real quick. But somehow I stumbled on the side of TikTok where the homeowners are upset. The new construction buyers are livid. I'm talking brick walls falling apart, garages not even garaging anymore. The damn tile on the bathroom is falling off. Like, it's a whole trend. It's like day in the life as a D.R. Horton homeowner. But where is D.R. Horton? Y'all have nothing to say about this? And on top of that, I'm pretty sure they're like national. They have houses everywhere. So do you just continuously hire crews that don't know what they're doing? Or do you tell them, hey, just so you know, this is going to be a quick little dollhouse build here. I want somebody to be able to throw a rock at the house and it collapses. Because what's going on here? If you're in the market for buying and you're considering new construction, check TikTok before you buy D.R. Horton, because the people are not happy. The people are upset.
Big screen. I think she might be right, y'all. I think she might be onto something. And without trying to get myself into some type of lawsuit, I don't think they really care about customer service too much, because if you are in the process of looking at homes and you kind of want a new build, I don't think people really check reviews. I think what people do is, and y'all correct me if I'm wrong, you'll drive by the neighborhood and you're like, oh, new construction. Well, this neighborhood is cheaper than the last neighborhood. So you'll just drive through, you'll see the model home, then you'll fall in love with it, then you'll buy. And then you realize, like, hey man, these people are trash. And then after that, you are already locked into a 30-year mortgage. So in 30 years, you're going to decide, hey, I don't want to shop with these people. But in 30 years, they really don't care. How much money can they make within the 30 years of you actually going through with the full process? You know what I'm saying? So I think that's one of the reasons why I'm glad the internet is the way it is, or social media is the way it is because we can now share information at hyper speed. From the time you realize that you don't like something, you can go ahead and make a post. Now, it does have its drawbacks, but it is some good stuff that happened. If somebody were to go on TikTok and they're looking for a lender or some type of property or whatever, they could type in DR Horton and they can see all the horror stories, and then they can take action. So like when I bought my first house, it was nothing. There was no kind of trend or anything that says that, hey, do this and that when you buy your house. And this was just like 10 years ago. So just imagine how much information there is, especially since TikTok made this big emergence. But not only have home buyers start to make TikToks, these home inspectors start to make TikToks as well, sort of like this one that's coming up.
Okay, builder just unlocked the house for me. He said, don't be too hard on us. I said, okay, let's see what we find on this new construction. Tile covers not flashed or capped. And another one, nice little hole in the roof. Just can't figure it out, but something doesn't look right here. And like everyone, low nails everywhere. Like every other fence, this one's got some damage in it too. Little crack in the foundation, comes out to about 3/16 of an inch. Water is turned on in the house, but nothing comes out here. We have water here though. This entire section of flooring all squeaks when you walk on it. General rule of thumb, if the drywall is in the garage, it does not matter. Garage man door. Missing the outlet trim. Threshold trim not installed. And what would a bathroom be without a scratch towel bar? Some sluter right here that's sharp enough to cut you. Some dents and dings all around your tub. And some caulking missing. Little tiny cracks in the window frame. When clients ask if they should get their new build inspected, send them this video.
Big screen. Hey, I remember when I got my house inspected, I had no idea what to do. It was blue tape everywhere. My house was renovated. My house was a 3-bed, 2-bath. They actually changed it to a 3-bed, 2 and 2 half baths. They added a half bath in the attic, and they also added a half bath downstairs. So when my inspector went to go look at the house, whatever, I really wish I had the time to look at it with him, because the bathroom they installed in the attic did not even attach to my existing plumbing. I know in my notes they were like, "Hey, they heard running water," but at the time I didn't know how bad running water was. So I tried to get somebody to come out there and fix it, but it was going to take a lot of money. Luckily, my dad's a plumber, so me and my dad got busy with so we spent $1,000 on supplies, and I gave my dad a little bit of money, but we end up tying everything in, fixing everything. But long story short, man, y'all need to go in and inspect these properties with the inspectors, because from what I'm seeing now, man, hey, look, they building these houses with less and less quality. What y'all think? And I know that these things might seem minor, but if you look at this next video, you're gonna realize really soon that these things aren't just minor. Some can be dire.
So, about a year and a half ago, I bought a brand new house. It's like a dream home for me, and little did I know how it would ruin my life. This is not normally how I look or sound. I have been poisoned by my house. My story is so crazy, everything I've experienced with this new build. But if I could share something with you, is that watch the process of your new build and check your AC by your AC guy, not theirs. My house has mold in it. I am so sick here. I'm stuck in this house. I have almost a 9% interest rate, and $3,000 of my mortgage goes to interest every month. My house, they forgot to put the vapor wrap or barrier wrap in it. My AC was installed wrong. Oversized unit with exposed holes everywhere. My whole house was built with moldy lumber. Every night, I sleep on my couch. These are my couches. I'm sick of it. I can't sleep in any of the rooms because I can't breathe. My throat hurts every day. I have most insane symptoms every day from the mold exposure. I find myself getting off the couch to go outside to get fresh air because I can't breathe the air in here anymore. I get to a point where I can't handle it. I would have never thought this would be me. It could be anybody. It's actually really common with a lot of these new builds. They just throw them up so quick, and they do such a crappy job installing the AC. I mean, you're doomed if your AC is oversized for your space, because mold will start to grow in your house. Needless to say, through this whole horrible experience, the builders have tried to cover it all up, remediating and covering it up. We found the mold again today, and I'm suing my builders. So
Big screen. Hey man, like I really feel sorry for her. A lot of stuff is going on. It sounds like she can't afford her mortgage, because she said, well, she can afford it. She's just pissed that a lot of it is going towards the actual loan instead of the house. But that's what happened with a mortgage. So, there's nothing you should be mad about. That's normal. Now, when she says oversized unit, I was thinking initially oversized unit would probably be good. But what I'm hearing is she got an oversized unit for the space they built it in. So they pretty much built the unit in a small enough space to where they probably didn't finish the backside of it, or they didn't seal it properly. So when the cold air is going through the handler, maybe the moisture is getting inside of her walls and stuff like that. I have no idea about any of that stuff. When my AC start to conk out, I just hired a professional. $5,000 later though, I still had a little bit of problems, but not too much. Luckily, my family is pretty handy, so I was able to call around and I know I'm not supposed to, but I was checking YouTube and stuff like that to try to figure out how to solve my problems. But if she can't live in the rest of her house because the side effects of her actually, the side effects of them actually not doing the proper steps, that's kind of sad, especially for a house that's supposed to be your dream house. You know what I'm saying? Like the American dream is, you're supposed to get the house, white picket fence, have a good job, have the nice family, and you work at your hardest to get a brand new built house, and you can't even live in it. It's literally making you sick to death. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, man, I think it's something to, these experiences where normally people don't go through this all the time. Kind of like this next video where this young lady got a house and nothing's wrong with it. But is nothing really wrong with it? Let's see.
A lot of y'all may already know, but I bought a house last year, December, and my house was the year it was built. So it was a lot of people are like, don't buy a new construction home, get an older home, and blah, 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 because these new construction houses are trash. And I really feel like people don't understand that you're going to have to do your research regardless if it's a new construction or if it was built into the 1900s. You can buy a 1900 brick house and think it's all peaches and cream, get in that house, and then your HVAC is not working. Your pipes are burst and your roof is coming apart. And I know people are going to be like, well, that's why you get an inspection. Sometimes you can still get an inspection and still have these problems. So me personally, I got a new construction house because it's better bang for your buck, if I'm being completely honest. A lot of people go back and forth about these HOA fees as well. It just depends on your HOA. I have an HOA. Yes, they fined me for my grass, but that is my fault. Like, I don't know. So, I mean, if your HOA is strict, and listen, I haven't heard from my HOA since I moved here until I did not cut my grass. I don't know. Everybody keep talking about their HOA is sickening, blah, blah, blah. I have not heard from my HOA, y'all. And yeah, and a lot of people are saying that older homes are cheaper. That's not true. If you do your research and get the proper loan and work and get the incentives that your builders give you, truly a new construction house is probably going to be cheaper than an older construction. I just want y'all to do your own research and decide on if you want an older house or a new construction house. Me personally, I wanted to be able to move in my house and not worry about renovations or a whole bunch of other stuff. Furniture already costs a lot, so why would I want to put renovations on top of furniture? So anyways, do with this you please. I might make another video on how I got my house at 23. But yeah, please don't let people on this app tell y'all to not buy a new construction house. If you know you're not going to do them renovations, you better go find you a new construction house and do your research on the builder.
Big screen. Hey man, I was very hurt when she said 1900s. I got to remember, like, she only 23 and I'm like, what, 10 years older than her? So I was born in the 1900s. When I bought my first house, it was actually built in the 1800s. So when she said 1900s, I'm like, that house is less than 20 years old. But I got to remember, all right, yeah, so my house was built almost in the 1800s. You know what I'm saying? The year it was built was 1910, and most of the wood still survived. So just think about it like this. How many trees can survive over 100 years? That's what we was used to. But now it's like, I don't know what the lumber is even made out of. I think they're making a 2x4s less than 2x4. So it's not even equating the right way. So when I hear these stories, I'm hearing drastic size of the pendulum. You know what I'm saying? So like she had something good going for her, but this next one is another inspector, and I want her to see something like this because right now she can't even rationalize like what other people are going through. So let's watch the next one.
Well, here to
The day in the life of a D.R. Horton homeowner. First off, at 15 feet in height is our wall siding made of brick.
well, here to warranty inspection. This isn't his house, but let's check it out. And yeah, same type frame, bricks. I just heard something fall over here while I was shaking that. Oh, there it is. That's what's holding the wall in place. We got loose stone. Y'all gotta look at the around the corner of this. And oh yeah, a drone ain't gonna see this bad boy, but this roof isn't steep.
Big screen. I think this guy he almost failed trying to give us the point of view that we needed to see. And I would be extremely upset if my roof was doing that and they just built this house. Let's see. I don't think it can get worse. I don't believe that it can get worse, but let's see.
But look at that gap. We're gonna let anything we want right in there. Yeah, so that was over there. So I wonder what could be hidden under this little area. Yep, we didn't even try. Didn't even try.
That's crazy. So what if you were like, I hear some water running in my house? That's probably what this lady was talking about. If a whole side of your house is not put together, water, air, critters, anything can get in there.
And yes, this is a warranty inspection, and they have lived here for about 11 months. Their warranty's about to expire. I'm gonna notate all this. This should all be fixed by the builder. Y'all can get ahead of this. Call me for your final inspections. Phase 2 pre-drywall. I'll get you going. DFW Metroplex, hit me up.
Big screen. Hey man, y'all go back and screenshot his information, because I'm pretty sure that it's going to be other stuff that he talks about and people kind of like him. If you're in a situation where you got a brand new house, definitely y'all need to get inspected before y'all home warranty runs out, because the builder will have to fix that. That is something that nobody should have to go through. I don't care who it is. I know my house that was built in 1910 didn't even have those type of problems, and the person who renovated my house removed a whole fireplace. So I can only imagine how much effort these guys took to cut corners. Or maybe you could just be like this lady that's about to come up next, who's very active inside of her home building process. So let's look at that video.
It's so crazy to think that you can build a home and have regrets, but I actually have regrets, and we don't even live in this home yet. So I want to share with you guys a couple of my regrets. So the first one is the style of the sink. I wish I had done a rectangular sink in the bathrooms instead of this oval. I don't love it. It's not like, a deal breaker. It's always something that can be changed out later, but I don't love it. I wish that I had done a sink and a dishwasher in the pantry. That way it could have been used as like a messy kitchen, like you cook your food out here, you bring your stuff back here, so that way it's clean, and kind of out of the way.
Big screen. All right, man, I know what y'all gonna say. Let's just sit through it. It's like a rich person complaining about their problems because this person got a sink. This person got a kitchen and a butler's kitchen in the back. So I'm pretty sure the stuff that she's about to complain about is not normal. But hey, I like the video, so let's see.
Again, something that could be done later, but there's that. I wish I had put a closet in the garage for storage of like trash bins and recycle bins. So I don't really know what we're gonna do with that stuff just yet. Our garage is big enough for it to obviously still go in here, but I would have loved that to be like a separate space. I wish that in our master bathroom, we made these cabinets go to the ceiling. So I wish they go to the ceiling. This is a place that could easily collect dust, and I think this will be something I'll change. I could see myself changing that pretty quickly. And then the biggest thing that I am actually probably going to change now is in my kitchen. My goodness, I do not like this range hood. I don't like it one bit, and it makes me very unhappy. A number of reasons I don't like it. For one, I don't like that it sits down so low. I don't like that it looks farmhouse style. I don't like that the trim doesn't match the top. I don't like the style of it because I feel like those empty gaps will collect dust. I don't like anything about it. And so I'm actually working with the builders now, trying to figure out what we can do differently. So I will keep you updated on that. So those are some of the things I don't love. Again, all these things are very simple, things that could easily be fixed later on down the line, but there's that.
Big screen. Watching a lady who's literally getting sick in her house and then watching her complain is like night and day. You know what I'm saying? But I guess if you're gonna spend what, $1 million on a house, $2 million on a house, you want to be very particular about what you get because that's kind of a big investment. But yeah, I don't think she's tall enough to even put stuff at the top of that cabinet that's in the bathroom. But it's her house, man. She paid for it, so I can't be too mad at it. You know what I'm saying? If you spend a lot of money, you might want to get the top of the line stuff. Is that too much to ask? So with that being said, on this next one, we're gonna go through a couple of renovation things that you know is a little bit more funnier than this rich lady walking through her house. Let's get it. Big screen. Now just imagine you paying for renovations or your house and like absolutely nothing is finished, man. That's amazing. Like they couldn't even bother themselves to what finish painting? That's crazy. That's like the least time consuming thing that you're gonna do. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. Down below, you're gonna see a video that YouTube is gonna recommend to you, and then you're gonna see the subscribe button. Okay, so if y'all want to help a brother out, please hit the subscribe button because I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers before the New Year's, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Credit CEO out of here. Peace.